in the top corner. I've never seen that before. Preview. And I felt like my nose was running, so I found some tissue over there. I leant over to get it, and it was like, okay, are you sure you want to do this today? We don't have to do this today. It's like, no, I want to do this today. And then the tissue went on the floor, as if to say, don't show them that I've been crying. Okay. Good afternoon. Happy Monday. Welcome to the channel of love. Oh, I feel so far away. It's very windy outside. Okay, that's better. If I can't reach my coffee, then I feel quite far away. I was hoping I'd put enough sugar in it because it's a slightly larger mug. So it's like 1.5 teaspoons of coffee. It's okay, well, I was going to say it's perfect. It's okay. It's okay. So maybe not everything is perfect, but it's okay. The journey of love. Now, okay, should we speak about what we're not going to speak about? Okay, I can say that. You got to listen for the silence. I've heard it 3 times now. Once was at work yesterday, and I was at work and I was walking, and then all of a sudden, everything just went quiet. And I work in a busy supermarket. And I was like, okay. I noticed the silence. It was just silent. And it lasted maybe, I don't know, about 10 seconds. The next experience I had was earlier on this morning. I've been sleeping a lot. All I want to do is rest and sleep. I've got a week off to rest. Undecided though on how I'm going to do that. Like, I don't know. I was thinking about going away for a few days, but I'm not sure if I just want to stay at home. So, but what was it? It was like a message coming through. I'm not too sure of the details. They're quite vague. But it kind of ended with, there was this energy coming through saying, like, you need to go to London. Like, what you're looking for. I felt it was a business, so that something went well. You needed to, like, go to London. But I felt very detached from that. I thought, that's not for me. That wasn't kind of like the story, the theme of it. And then it's like the energy just went quiet in my, like, meditation. Well, I know what I was doing. I was laying there. And just with my eyes closed for about half an hour. And it's like I couldn't move even if I wanted to. Because I was thinking, I need to get up. Well, I don't need to, but I want to get up. But I just was in this state of paralysation, if you want to say that. It's like I just couldn't move. So, but the energy just went quiet again. And then I experienced it as I was getting the cards. I just thought to myself, it feels very still and quiet. So let's take note of the silent spots. Look, if it makes sense, it will make sense. Right, anyway, so the Journey of Love is the deck that I was drawn to, but the last to remember, because I literally sat there thinking, what was the deck? And I thought it was a tarot deck, but it isn't. It's a Journey of Love. And it was about, okay, so do you want to have like a love reading today then? We're going with the Druid Craft Tarot. But when I was in, like, my vision, if I say that, my meditation, it was definitely like an angelic force coming through, bringing the message. But there must have been, like, humming or noise in the background, because when they said, you know, you need to go to London, it just then went, ch, and there was a silence. And I was like, there's the message. You need to go to London. Okay. What is going on here? not sure if I'm liking the colouring of this. I've been listening to the Spice Girls today. I go through like my CD collection and I felt drawn to the Spice Girls. And Spice Up Your Life was coming, that was coming through my soul. When that one came on, it was the last song as well that I listened to, and I always have it on random, so it doesn't do it in the playlist. And it was Colours of the World, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl, spice up your life. People of the world. But part of the words are, all you need is positivity. Okay. But that's a bit more colourful. What I can see going on, if we take it like on a business trip, going to London, I feel you need to go back to London. And resurrect a business opportunity that you may have let slip. Because I feel the energy here of, well, first of all, it was about you need to be a big boy and you need to make your own decisions. So a past energy here of maybe not doing that. Well, I can see that you haven't done that. You've like followed someone else's, someone else had control, let's say, of that, of your decisions. So it's like you gave up something, but now I feel like, well, there's a resentment now. Do you know what happened earlier? I was sitting in the garden and the fence blew down and it smashed on my glass table. And I felt it was a rage coming from. I was like, steady now. Everywhere the glass just shattered. Right in front of my eyes. But my words were, calm down. Okay, so resurrecting here. And that was the energy of like going back, reclaiming what was rightfully yours. Because next you got the star energy, but I'm not liking the colourings here. I feel this younger energy was looking through like rose-tinted glasses. And the energy of what have you done. With the star energy, I feel was more of a karmic energy of pouring away your life. Not only theirs, but yours as well. But then comes a rebirth. It's time. Because this masculine's grown up. Hi, Spotty Pony. How are you on this windy, wonderful day? The next card here I actually feel is more, well, it's more colourful, so I felt it was more the Divine Feminine's energy, especially with her flamey coloured hair here. It's like she hasn't got anything to do with this. Okay, it's not her that's had her hand in this, in the direction of his life, it's somebody else. But I can tell you one thing, the grass is greener where the Divine Feminine is. Is this a story we've got today on this Monday? Okay. It's like you've been led down the rabbit hole. I'm going to start a new job today. Are you? Oh, have fun. How exciting. It's going to be interesting, isn't it? I'm good. And how are you doing? I'm doing good. Thank you. I am doing good. Like, in the world, I feel I'm doing good. I want to tell you about when I kind of went back, like, into, like, the working job world. Over a year ago now. My induction. You tend to have an induction first on your first day. And I'll tell you this, because I like get really excited about like new positions, but the training like that you have to do can be a bit boring, sitting there watching like slide shows and you know, that kind of stuff. But you have to do it before you're allowed to work. So, and I was sitting in my induction along with maybe about 10 other people. What does that make me the 11th then? And I'm sitting there, and the thing is, they didn't have it like in the training room. They had it in like the cafeteria, in the canteen. but down like the far end. But they still have like the music playing through the speakers. But it wasn't as loud up where we were doing the training, but they hadn't turned the music off. So I'm sitting there in my induction, and it was a bit boring. And to be honest with you, I couldn't really hear what was being said on the, I don't know, the slideshows and the videos, the tutorials. And I was getting a bit bored. I'm going, like, and what wants to come through is, and lo and behold, the song that came through the supermarket's radio was my Divine Masculine's feel-good song. I'd asked him once what his feel-good song was, and he told me, and I've never heard the song ever. After he's told me that, it's never come on the radio or anything. And just at that moment when I was feeling a bit bored, this song comes on, and I'm like, oh my goodness. And I don't think I've ever heard it since over the radio, but it made me smile. Like he was right there with me at my induction. What to say, like, if you're feeling nervous, you're never alone. This could come in with like going for a job interview, because I picked up there's something about going like back to the city, should we say that? Because I know that London's not going to be relevant for everyone, but it's your calling. I will be working on those exact things today. Onboarding, I'm laughing about that. Oh, jeez. And what I find is when you actually get your hands on the job, because you're just so adaptable and magnificent, you just like pick it up so quickly, then they just like leave you. I find that on my shift, like, I don't really get bothered by managers, or I'm just left to run the show really, and I like it that way. It's like because, well, let's say that like attracts like, because I'm not really a stress head, I won't attract like stress heads. I have a couple I have a couple of characters at work that get kind of stressed at me, and how they like call me is Lucy. It's like, but I'm not used to being around that kind of energy, so their frustration, and like 3 of them kind of were having a little chat, and I think they were worrying about like getting their breaks, and they kind of, one of them went to me, you know, well, how are you doing the breaks then? I said, it's all sorted. It's like, we do that, we do this, we do that. And like, and I said, don't stress, it's all good. It's all good. Because we're going to be short staffed, so it's like, you need to get like the breaks done, otherwise there's no one to cover. And I mentioned it to the other one. I said, you know, because she said, well, am I getting my break? And I said, yeah. I said, are you all worried that you're not going to be getting your break? And I said, like, mentioned that the other person had said something, and I said, she went, have you got a plan then? I said, yes, I've got a plan. Calm down. But yeah, I don't seem to have any, like, I'm just left with these few stressful energies to kind of yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with them yet. Energetically is the best way to deal with them. It's just to continue being what you are, who you are, what you stand for. Yeah. And I'll probably not say anything at all and just use my energy to influence. Okay. I haven't got a hand in it then, have I? That's what I felt. It's like, I feel that's exactly what the Divine Feminine does. It's like you don't actually... because there's many things I could say, as in like, please don't speak to me like that, but then I'm just going to trigger their ego, aren't I? And I don't really want to do that. So yeah, I feel like just chuckling to myself. The onboarding. Are you on board? Oh, seems this reading is for me. He seems to have grown up. We had almost 5 months, 0 angry contact. That's awesome. Until recently. And we've deleted something. Well, we've retracted that. And yes, relaxing into those are what I'm getting myself into. Is that what it says? Okay. I sent both my daughters a message today showing them the smashed table and the broken fence. And it was like, we need to get the fence sorted, like ASAP. But I sent it to both of them. We need to get the French sorted. because Emily replied like the French. But when I'd sent it to like Megan and Jamie, it was I'd corrected myself, and I put fence, not French. I don't know where this is going. How long have you got until your interview, Sports Pony? You're going to go and just own it, aren't you? Because no one can do it for you, so there's no point like kind of putting your life into someone else's hands. It's like, oh, I feel the energy of like having a hand in it energetically. That's nice. That's like a helping hand rather than a draining hand. Okay, let's we're talking a lot about hands. He's thinking, is he strong enough? Is he wise enough? Like, he's seriously like not doing anything because he doesn't know what to do. It's like this tree's got an eye. Turn of events here, as if someone's got their hand in it. And it could be divine here. I've chosen some messages from the angels. And let's have a look and see what the angels want to say. Daily guidance from your angels. It's like you keep going around and around and around in your mind. Not hearsay, it's more hairsay. Hairsay you! Your hair tells the signs, telltale signs. You are becoming wiser. Okay. It's like it's time for this new version of you to be born. I start in 30 minutes? My goodness, okay. I don't have my glasses on. I'm outside. It is 38 degrees this AM. Sorry for the typos. Not an issue. It's just like my French with fence. It is a very masculine career, and all my feminine energy will bring some much needed softness. Yes, most definitely. I think of our talk when you went to work. Okay. Right. I'll be thinking of you and the things you do to me that makes me love you. Now I'm living in ecstasy. I wonder what the signs and synchronizations are going to be. Spotted Pony. You're excited and I am too, just touching many with, what's the last word? Kindness, of course. Hi Angie darling, my DM keeps saying he wants to meet up but hasn't found the courage yet. Yeah, that's the not knowing what to do, so not really doing anything at all. I feel like they feel they're being watched because there's like an eye in the tree here. I think they know it's a yes, like what they are going to do it. They need a helping hand, but not from like the Divine Feminine. They just need the Divine Feminine to be who she is. Okay, the Divine Feminine. No, I don't want you to leave me alone. Oh, did I not get that? Oh, come on, let me read this. I asked him what he wants to say. He said, I don't know. I asked him if he wants me to give him space. He said, no, I don't want you to leave me alone. Truck dispatching. It's like we don't know what the right thing to do is. Oh, all these cards have just slid off my lap. Well, okay. Do you think that kind of means, no, I don't want you to like give up on me? Energy work in reverse, opportunity to forgive in reverse, blessing in disguise in reverse, and time to go in reverse. I think that these are all kind of things that they're needing to realise. Energies at play. This is an opportunity to forgive, to forgive oneself and to allow yourself to be forgiven. A blessing in disguise, but they're not quite seeing that yet. And time to go, not quite yet. Stay with us. But we do have one card that's upright. Listen. And what did I say about listening for that quiet time? I don't know if you guys caught the beginning, but I spoke about listening for the silence, and I heard it through meditation. Like after the message came through, it just went quiet, and I was very aware that, okay, I think that's the message that's being delivered before I came on. And that's interesting, because the answer to like the French, but then I put fence, you put, yeah, well, have a look and get them in. Getting the French involved now. Yes, he doesn't want me to give up on him. He wants my support and understanding. I think it gives him hope. And that's exactly why I said, you just need to be who you are, the Divine Feminine. Right, I'm picking up the pieces. Okay. Listen. And I said I heard it at work as well yesterday. It just went extremely quiet, silent. And you can tell when a place like that goes quiet because it's quite noticeable. It was for me, because I was kind of like looking at other people's faces to see if anyone noticed that it had gone quiet. So listen, quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Now, the Four of Swords is about doing that. It's the card of resting, rejuvenating, restoration, healing. I've got the Heal Yourself card with me, but we're going to read a bit more into this. You've got to listen for direction, your own guidance. It's like then you'll be unstoppable, because you won't be sirens outside. You won't be judged then. You won't be judged. Well, you won't judge yourself, because how am I going to get this out and through? I was saying this, I don't, to myself, it was like, I don't regret any of the choices that I've made, because they've all been my own choices. Some choices we make that are not our choices. Let's leave it like that. Law of attraction. Listen. You've received this card because the angels wish to get their messages through to you. Another message that was coming through is the masculine's energy actually tapping into and understanding and studying the law of attraction. So you received this card because the angels wish to get their messages through to you. They ask that you talk less and listen more. Okay, it's starting to come back to me now, my visions. Maybe there's a seminar in London. There's something about going to London. I had a seminar booked to go and see Wayne Dyer in London, but he passed away in the August, and we were due to go in the October. We still went for a tribute, which was very good and beneficial, but it feels like that kind of energy. And what also was coming through was that like the masculines heard someone else talking about the law of attraction, the secret, Think and Grow Rich. So things that really, I was going to say by now they should be tapping into. What else was coming through? It's been quite interesting. Was, how do I put this out there? Allowing the ego to get in the way when kind of finding, we can call it, it's not really a secret, but finding this awareness of the law of attraction, that we are the creators of our own reality by what we not necessarily think about, but how we feel. it's a shame, isn't it, to let the ego kind of get in the way and you live life by other people's, the 98% way of living. A mediocre life is coming through. When you kind of know that there is another way. Or there is another way, but you're not willing to even look into it. Okay. The new partner is on the... I was going to say is on the cards, but we've got listen. Is that what you're listening for? Is that there's a new partner on the cards for you? Perfect timing. Let's just read this message, because I feel like I'm playing with you a little bit. Is the divine playing with you? Lucy, let's just go back. Listen, did I read all of this? Maybe I did. Oh my goodness, it's like right there with the new partner. The angels ask that you talk less and listen more, and when we're stressed, we tend to chatter out of nervousness. Give your worries to the angels and trust that they've heard your prayers. If it seems they're not answering your prayers, it's probably because you're not listening to their answers. So retreat to a quiet place with the intention of listening to your angels. Then close your eyes, breathe deeply, and listen. The additional meanings for this card: avoid noisy environments. You've been hearing your angels correctly. Turn off the television or radio. Your hearing is becoming more sensitive because you've been tuning into the angels. Clear your ear chakras by visualizing light clearing the area above each eyebrow. Okay. Heal yourself reading card next. I think I'm being naughty. I think I picked my drink up from there. It should be on the coaster over there. Yes, okay. Heal yourself. It's like you need to pick yourself up on your old habits and put yourself back on track with your new habits. Okay. It's just a hiccup. I had the hiccups quite a few times yesterday. I don't often get the hiccups. But about 3 times I had the hiccups yesterday. Self-sabotage, card number 2. Oh, I felt like I took a big gulp. Become conscious of how your inner saboteur functions. You are about to sabotage a big opportunity. Now is the time to stop procrastinating and cease focusing your energy on why you are unworthy of wonderful, enriching experiences. It's like he doesn't know what to do, so he's not doing anything at all, but he feels like he's being watched. The energy of time, maybe he feels like time is not on his side anymore. He's got to make a decision. But the energy is that he knows what his needs are. He knows what he's going to do. But it's like the energy of he knows if he doesn't do it soon, he's going to really fuck up this opportunity. Once in a lifetime. So now is the time to stop procrastinating and cease focusing your energy on why you are unworthy of wonderful, enriching experiences. Excuse me. When you connect to the saboteur archetype, you begin to recognize all the ways you pass up interesting opportunities and relationships which could make you grow, learn, evolve, and become fulfilled. The saboteur is terrified of change and guards your heart from that which is meaningful to you, with the misguided belief that if you don't try, you can't fail. It forgets that if you don't escape from your comfort zone, you cannot succeed and experience the love and joy which would fulfill you. I'm going to keep going back to all the visions and the conversations I've had with, well, with the divine. Regarding the divine masculine and this opportunity, oh my goodness, no, it's gone straight out of, no, I know what it was. It was about it being a shame if the divine masculine, you know, there's this opportunity to evolve into the great being that you're here to become. And you kind of stick to that mediocre life, and it's like the divine feminine's here to evolve. So where it mentioned here about evolving. So when you connect to the saboteur archetype and begin to recognise all the ways you pass up interesting opportunities and relationships which could make you grow, learn, evolve and become fulfilled. The saboteur is terrified of change and guards your heart from that which is meaningful to you, with the misguided belief that if you don't try, you can't fail. It forgets that if you don't escape from your comfort zone, you cannot succeed and experience the love and joy which would fulfill you. On the lighter side of the saboteur, the saboteur can help you connect to your intuition and help you to listen to your deeper wisdom. It can assist you in deciphering a potentially dangerous situation from an exciting one. Okay, here's some action steps you can take. Take a few deep breaths and become conscious of where in your body you feel like you are limiting yourself. Place your hands on that part of your body. Visualize your saboteur archetype. It may look similar to this card or like a shadow aspect of you. Ask this part of yourself to show you how you miss out on or sabotage your relationships, career, money, health, and any other aspects of your life where you are not fulfilled. Become aware of your patterns. Make a commitment to yourself to start focusing on your strengths rather than your weaknesses and welcome new experiences into your life. Oh, they said it perfectly. When I say kind of, you know, recognise your old habits and put yourself back on the path of your new habits. So become aware of your patterns, make a commitment to yourself to start focusing on your strengths rather than your weaknesses and welcome new experiences into your life. What we're touching on today, can't touch this. Can't touch this. Okay. MC Hammer. Smashed my table out there, the wind did. It's like a hammer coming out. Should we have a look and see what the messages from your angels are? Angels of Light cards. This will be interesting, will it? Okay. Do you know what's coming out then? There's something left in the box. Fun. Oh, your guidance is to take time to enjoy yourself. Relax and find your sense of humour and treat things lightly. Fun brings lightness of spirit, and the most difficult situation can be eased if you see the funny side of things. So cultivate a sense of the ridiculous. How can you bring play, laughter and fun into your social life, your relationships, your work life? When you have fun, the angels rejoice, for there is nothing they love more than joy, play, humour and laughter. Let's repeat that. So when you have fun, the angels rejoice, for there is nothing they love more than joy, play, humour and laughter. Thank the Lord for that then. Fun. Told you it was exciting. Abundance. Yeah, we'll have some of that as well. It is time for your life to flow with prosperity, love and success. You draw from the limitless universal pool according to your belief in how much you deserve. Angel wisdom is reminding you now to believe in yourself and trust that you deserve more. Then you will attract abundance and the true riches of life. To feel surrounded by love, open your heart to others. Choose to do what fulfills you most, and the angels will bring you joy, satisfaction, and success. Enhance your prosperity by receiving graciously, giving out willingly, and saying thank you for everything. Enjoy all you have, and more will come to you. The affirmation: I deserve love, prosperity, and success. Bottom of the deck, forgiveness. Angel wisdom reminds you that challenging people and situations are sent to you as your most important teachers. Without them, your soul would not grow. Your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger of the past. So the first card that came out, that's the resentment. I feel was coming through with this. So your guidance is to let go of the hurt, resentment, and anger of the past. When you forgive others and yourself, your karma is rubbed out of your soul records. You will enjoy love in your heart and lightness of spirit. Ask the angels to help you dissolve your hurt, anger, and guilt. They will take your burdens from you. And when you love unconditionally, there is nothing to forgive. Love is forgiving. So open your heart and give love. Affirmation: I forgive myself and others. I am free to do what I want any old time. I said love me, hold me. Let's go to the Divine Feminine deck. Love me, hold me, 'cause I'm free. It's good news. Okay. The Divine Feminine Oracle Guidebook. I'm just going to point out like the resemblance here, because I picked up this was like the Divine Feminine. Okay, should we see what the Divine Feminine wants to say? You've got to listen though. Kali, the mother of the universe, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Page number 64. Kali embodies the ultimate wake-up call to get us aligned as soon as possible with what we have come here to do. This Hindu goddess is the most fierce form of the dark, Divine Feminine. She is that which brings all things to life or to an end. Her name comes from the Sanskrit word meaning fullness of time. Kali is first mentioned in the 6th century, Devi Mahatmyaram, when the goddess Durga is threatened by 2 demons. Kali emerges from the rage furrowed in Durga's forehead and slays all the demons with ease. This is why she is often pictured holding the severed head of a demon, which represents the ego or false beliefs and illusions. She appears wrathful, and yet she is considered to be the most loving. She's like a mother, desperate to grab her beloved child from out of harm's way, willing to yank them from the path that they were on in order to bestow freedom. Her iconology often depicts her as standing on the naked body of the Hindu god Shiva. He is her consort, and together they represent the power available to us when we've honoured both the masculine and the feminine within us. And Kali is the feminine that's called on when the masculine has gone out of balance within us and in the world. She is the divine protectress and the mother of the universe, because she can cut through illusion and grant us the reality our soul came to manifest. When your soul selects her card, Kali is as subtle as a sledgehammer. Broke my bloody table. Shattered it, glass everywhere. Kali is subtle as a sledgehammer. She shows up to strip us of what no longer serves us. And that sounds good in theory, but in practice it can feel as if the ground beneath us has turned to sand. All those illusions about ourselves, especially what we think we're capable of, suddenly dissolve beneath us. When Kali sweeps in, we can easily slip into feeling like a victim. It can feel as though events are happening to us rather than for us. Kali doesn't want us to waste another precious second being someone we are not. She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with the respect and love we need to do the light work we've come here to do. I'm going to repeat that sentence. She doesn't want us to be with a partner who doesn't treat us with the respect and love we need to do the light work we've come here to do. Kali wants to sever the ties our ego has made out of fear or out of a false belief that we don't deserve better or more. She wants us to get terrifyingly real. She wants us to reckon with the fact that we are not here to please others or to make them proud. We are here to listen to the singular call of our own soul. Kali is the harbinger of having entered Kairos, soul time, and stripping the ego to reveal the soul can feel raw and often heartbreaking. But ultimately, Kali has come out of fierce love for the truth of who we really are. She is giving us the opportunity to choose again, to start over, and this time from a place of tremendous wisdom and strength, our vulnerability. She lets us begin again from the bare bones truth of who we are. Wow. The Soul Voice meditation. What is falling away from my life right now that no longer serves me? Okay. Something to meditate on, to talk to yourself about. Soul Voice meditation. What is falling away from my life right now that no longer serves me? And the intention, I release all that doesn't serve me. It's time to be the truth of who I am. Okay, what other cards do I have left? The Journey of Love and Rumi. Should we go to the Journey of Love? And then we're finished with a Rumi message. For now. Okay. Well, Spotty Pony be work, won't she now? Jimmy is learning about the ego and how the law of attraction, oh, that's good. The growth is beginning to flourish. That's awesome. It's a good place to start. It's where I started, studying the law of attraction. Didn't even really put anything spiritual with it, but realised once I got into this side of it that it's just the same, just explained maybe in different ways. But I like this kind of teaching method. The Journey of Love. So you do want to go on the Journey of Love. Of course you do. Okay, it's exciting. And terrifying. Wow. You'll get through that. Shall we see where the journey of love is guiding you? Because it says guidebook, so I was taken to it being a guide. Spotted pony. Remote job. Okay, that's awesome. That's like fantastic. Oh, this is I repeated the sentence about you releasing a partner because like they're holding you back from being the light that you need to be, to do what you came here to do, and you've got legacy of light. It's like this is your legacy. This lifetime. This moment. You are called to bear light, to carry forward the legacy of a spiritual lineage of wisdom and deep service to the earth. You are part of that spiritual lineage, a belonging that extends through generations past and generations yet to come. Honour the importance of your task and realise that you are a light bearer. That you carry a legacy of consciousness and embodiment of light upon this earth, to share for the betterment of future generations. May the ancestors of your lineage bless you with unconditional love and devotion as you carry the light forward now. Blessed be. So, feeling not alone, as if you've got a helping hand in this. Like I said, I felt it was definitely an angelic presence coming through my meditations. And that's who it is. May the ancestors of your lineage bless you with unconditional love and devotion as you carry the light forward now. Blessed be. This oracle says to you that you have connected more powerfully with a source of spiritual guidance and instruction that is helping you fully activate your divine life mission and purpose. It is confirmation that however you are choosing to live your life is in service to the light, whether it be obviously so to others or not, and that your personal growth and spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. You are acknowledged as a jewel of light upon this earth, an important link in a heavenly chain of divine awakening. This oracle also brings confirmation, if needed, that relationship issues that are arising for you now are not only about your own personal healing, but about healing the emotional legacy of your ancestral lines. To do this, you may wish to journal, dance or meditate, or dedicate a yoga practice to the healing of your ancestral inheritance and ask that your own relationships be assisted through the karmic grace of your ancestors to step into more consciousness of love now. Okay, the poem. I measure time in years, in memories and good friends. Thanks for helping me to see I can count the special ones on my hand, that I can count on you. Like I said, there's a lot to talk about the hand or the helping hand today. Earth Angel was the next card. I want another message from here. We can get another message from him. I like this kind as well. Did you know I met you a few weeks before I met him? Did you? That's so interesting you say that. Many people that are like looking for love or are here to experience. They're here to be helped and directed. Many people after meeting me find like their love partner, and the ones I can think of are still together. So like they're true love partners. It's interesting that you say that. Okay. You've been teaching me the entire time. Oh, thank you, Spotted Pony, darling. I've just been sharing what I've kind of picked up. Card number 1, Heartfire. passion is igniting within you, it is not a time when things will remain still, even if the change is only sensed as a subtle stirring underneath the surface of things. Even if slow at first, passion will unfold from within your heart, soon to be burning bright like a sun unrestrained. You are learning how to ride waves of passion through eruptions of heat and descent into coolness, bearing the absence of fire, only to realise it is returning to you again. Ride its waves, knowing that passionate bliss will always return to a heart that is on fire with love for life. The coolness allows us to experience the heat. Once you realise that the fire emerging within you will ebb and flow, you will trust in its presence. You will realise that whether your passionate fire is obvious, drawing you into life, or dwelling quietly within, gaining power from the deeper sources of your being, soon to rise once more. It is a constant in your heart. Accept the fire of your heart and know that this is how you are meant to be, on fire with love for all that is. This oracle brings a message for you. Trust the passion and the fire of your heart to guide your decisions now. What would make you feel most alive? Choose that. If you are feeling a lack of genuine passion in your life, take comfort that it is awakening in your own heart now, bringing something that has been long in rest back to life. Okay, the poem. Life unfolds in wondrous ways, and time together fills the days with unexpected gifts beyond our wildest dreams, like open hearts as feelings start to face the longing when we part. Our souls knew this is more than what it seems. In gratitude I offer prayer, with thanks for this love so rare, asking guidance on this sweet sojourn. The answers come in tears that flow, emotions raw, and smiles that show. Becoming one is worth the wait until I can return. That's beautiful. Okay, let's finish with a Rumi message. I can hear the platform announcements. It's still a bit windy, but it is sunny out there. It's a wild fire in your heart erupting. Okay, let's finish with a Rumi message. I feel a bit tense in my shoulders. You just got to listen for the guidance. Okay. Oh my goodness. We're not really tense. Need to loosen up. Not be so stiff. There's a card. The all-encompassing hand. Right, okay, so we're definitely touching on the hand today. Card number 20. From everything to nothing. Okay, let's go to the all-encompassing hand. Colours coming with this, it's like the platform announcement. So it's like you're receiving an announcement. Legacy of light, the all-encompassing hand. You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I become bitter. And if you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand. Rumi. I have held your hand in mine for so long that I have long since ceased to distinguish where your sacred flesh once felt separate from mine. This sacred grasp pulses with love divine, and there is one hand, holding and held, one being, loving and loved, though we may appear by less ecstatic angels to be two. Do you know what? All these years I've had this book, I've been reading that wrong. Okay, read that again. This sacred grasp pulses with love divine, and there is one hand holding and held, one hand loving and loved, though we may appear to be less, that's what I normally say, but we may appear by less ecstatic angels to be two. The love that gives us this handfast, beloved, is so powerful, we could spin the entire universe upon its axis, and still our hands would be joined, gently and yet enduringly, in unfailing love and sublime friendship. Perhaps you are in need of reassurance, dearest one. Perhaps you have been feeling somewhat alone on your path, or struggling with a matter deep within your precious, beautiful heart, and speaking of it to no one. Such loneliness that can foster in the heart. With no other to bear witness to your life experience, you may question your life, your sanity, your truths, and create doubt where no doubt need be. This must stop now. I'm going to the Spice Girls. Stop right now. Thank you very much. Okay. This must stop now. You are worthy of so much more, and this suffering is not essential for your growth now. It is time to let it be and to open up to the touch of grace. So this oracle comes to you as the hand of the divine. It is the all-encompassing hand, the hand that has no limitation upon the blessings it can bestow, upon the troubles it can lift from you, upon the tenderness it can communicate to you through sacred touch. Allow that divine hand to reach for you, beloved. Do not turn it away. Do not let old shame, guilt, or mistaken notions of false independence keep you from accepting this heavenly hand. This hand reaches to gently wipe away tears of the past. It will deftly unravel the ties that have bound your own hands, preventing you from fully giving and receiving according to your worth, which is incontestable and without limit. This divine hand will reach for you in your meditations, your sleep and your prayers. It will reach for you through life circumstances, through the smile or hug you receive from another, or the touch of another human being. It will reach you through the song of a bird, the falling of leaves, the soft fur of a beloved pet, through song lyrics that seem to speak what you are feeling deep inside, or the colourful dress of the stranger across the street who catches your eye and makes you smile. This divine hand is reaching for you now through this oracle. Yes, says the great beloved, I am reaching for you, and yes, I know you. You are my own. I would never abandon you. Perhaps you have turned from me unknowingly, forgotten how much I love you because the world is in a forgetful daze too, and ignores the caress of the breeze, the joyful acknowledgement of every sunrise, and the reverence made radiant in every sunset. Life is the touch bestowed by my hand. Shall you receive me? Let me love you. Let me restore your soul and remind you there is nothing to fear now. Come, Lay down your weapons and your fear for this moment. Quit using that mouth to cry for war or to cry in despair, and bring yourself to my table and use that mouth to taste some bold and rich wine instead. Enjoy with me in this moment the unbreakable bond that lies between us. Allow me to bring the cup of wine to your lips, or coffee. Listen, I've got an itchy palm here, but I don't want to itch it because I don't want to take away our blessings. I'll itch it with my knee. All you need is love. We're going to have some drink. Okay. It's not wine, but it's coffee. It's good coffee. Love you bunches, I must go. Do you want me to wear some bunches? Love you too, Spotty Pony. I'll catch up with you soon, darling. Okay. Enjoy with me in this moment the unbreakable bond that lies between us. Allow me to bring the cup of wine to your lips. Behind your head, so gently, lies my all-encompassing hand. Know the peace of my love. So deeply can it register with you now that you shall never again forget it. This oracle comes with a particular message for you. So I'll loosen up a bit, okay? There may be a situation or circumstance in your life that you may feel is somehow unable to be solved. This oracle comes with reassurance that there is nothing beyond the reach of the divine hand of grace. All can be solved, all can be resolved. There is always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible. You are asked to pray using the sacred honouring ritual and to do so with conviction. The divine has this situation in hand and all is unfolding as it should be. Ask for help each day by saying, I ask for help this day in all ways through unconditional love. Thank you. You can be more specific in your request, asking for help in a particular relationship or project too, if you wish. The divine wants to lend you a hand. You must ask for help first, however, so ask. Empower that all-powerful hand of grace to bless your life and all circumstances, relationships, and situations that have been or are yet to be for you. Okay, let's finish with this sacred honouring ritual. Place one hand resting upon the other with palms joined together. Say aloud, through the loving grace of Rumi, brother of my soul, who loves me without condition, these hands are now blessed as the hands of the lover and the beloved, as the one divine hand, all-encompassing. I am blessed, protected, nurtured and received. I am touched by the divine with compassionate mercy and loving tenderness. I call on the hand of grace to touch, heal, bless and protect all aspects of myself and my life journey. Through divine grace, so be it. Simply rest with your hands in the same posture for several moments, then finish your ritual. If you wish, you may continue by speaking in prayer so the divine can answer you. But if you wish, you may continue by speaking in prayer to the divine and offer up any issue or concern you have. Give it a voice. It doesn't matter how small or major the issue may seem. Talk it over with the great beloved, a wonderful and responsive listener. When you are finished, place your hands in prayer, bow your head, and simply say thank you. You have completed your sacred honouring ritual. And I have completed this reading. So I will catch up with you guys soon. Thank you for joining me today. And until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.